So, we are back on board MSC Virtuosa. This is our third time on this ship, and coming on board, it was just like, it hasn't lost its sparkle yet for us. And obviously, this was the first cruise we did during the pandemic as well. So, we got here by taxi to the port. We were leaving from the Horizon terminal. And once we got here, there was obviously quite a lot of people around. I reckon the ship is probably filled to filled to bursting, and we have to say that it didn't take that long.
No, the embarkation didn't take. We've
spent
longer waiting on the Princess embarkation at the other
Like, it was just
Mayflower terminal. Yeah,
we arrived at the terminal. There was a queue, but it was moving, and it was to drop off your bags. Then you come on inside the terminal building. Once you're through security, they hand you a little ticket with a number on it, and that's your group number then. And we waited maybe for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes.
To be called, and once your group is called, you can go then to check in. So all in all, what would you say it took us? About 30 minutes?
Yeah, about 30 minutes.
Yeah, about 30 to 40 minutes in total, which was fine.
Like the check-in with that girl with the little tablet, that took like no time at all. She had her pictures taken, she had her cruise card, and she was like, have a wonderful holiday, and I hope you enjoy your on board. Yeah, so it was really, really efficient.
Yeah. So since getting on board, we went and, like I said, we were with friends that had never cruised before. So we were thirsty, of course, and we wanted to go and get a drink. So we ended up in the Master of the Seas pub. We had a couple of drinks there, and then we went up to the buffet to get something to eat. And then we also just then headed back to our cabin just to find out where our cabin was. We are staying in cabin 9043, which is right at the front of the ship. It's very similar to the other cabins we stayed in on board this ship. And it's lovely and clean. It's been really well made up. We have our balcony is one of like a steel balustrade on it as opposed to the glass fronted.
Yeah, it's the first time we've ever had a steel balcony like that, so it's a bit odd, but it does appear to be slightly deeper than any other glass balcony we've had on this ship.
Yeah.
And we'll have to go back and check videos, but it's definitely deeper. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely seems bigger. Yeah. So the plan is now, after we visit our muster station, is we're going to meet up with friends for pub golf. So hopefully we'll tell you a bit about that later on.
We're back. Now it was time for Sailaway on the top deck, and it was extremely busy. It seemed like everybody actually came to the top deck, and it was just really busy.
Yeah, it was really difficult there's so many queues at the bars. They did have in two places on the pool deck like a table set up with a little trolley that you could have got like beers and prosecco and glasses of wine from, or soft drinks. But even the queues there were crazy too.
Yeah. So at this stage we went to walk back, and then we realised it was still really quite busy outside, so we decided to go indoors thinking, if it's busy outside, it'll be less busy inside. So we went down to deck 6 to the to the Starship Club bar, and we stayed there and had some drinks.
Yeah. So basically on this cruise, we had planned to play pub golf. So we came and we brought our golfing visors, we had our blow up golf attire, and we had our blow up golf clubs and our golf socks, but it was an epic fail. Yeah, that's exactly sort of what we ended up doing with our hats and things. Basically, my friend had got scorecards and everything done. It was really disheartening. Basically, pub golf is a drinking game. We picked 9 different bars on board, which were the holes, and for golfers out there, every hole has a par, and that par is supposed to be the number of sips you take your drink in that bar. And you can throw in like all sorts of quirky like forfeits and things like that too. And we even had a trophy. But the fact that there were so many queues at the bars, there was not a hope that we were going to get round 9 pubs within. It probably would have taken us the whole cruise to get round 9 pubs. So it was an epic fail, sadly. But I think if you were coming away on a longer cruise, yeah, definitely, it'd be a fun game to play on board. And we had learned on the first night that there are currently 5,300 people on board. Now, the scary thing is this ship holds more.
Yeah.
And the staff don't seem to be able to cope. Now, whether that's because most people that are on board are either celebrating birthdays, stag parties, hen parties, or just like family, like big sort of friendships and family groups on board. So whether that's maybe the issue and people are just making the most of 3 days of like nice food, nice drink.
It did feel like that because even the cruise director in tonight's show of day one said that, oh, cheer if you're on a stag, cheer if you're on a hen party or a birthday, or who's celebrating their birthday. So it's nearly like he wants you to have a party and everybody's encouraged to join in the party, and it nearly builds it all up to make it.
It definitely is a booze cruise. Now the thing is though, they have enforced this sort of drink system at the bar, where this is the first we've ever experienced this in Virtuosa, the first we've ever experienced this actually on any ship we've been on, where basically it's one drink per card.
Yeah.
So it made it really awkward because every time, say, one of us went to the bar to order a drink, we had to take both cards with us.
Yeah.
And the fact that there was large queues, and you were standing sort of 20 minutes at a time, 30 minutes at a time to get a drink, the obvious thing for us to do would have been, right, okay, somebody go up to the bar and we get 2 drinks each, and therefore we'll be sitting here longer, enjoying our drinks before we have to join the queue again. But that wasn't happening.
She was like, 1 card, 1 drink, then when your drink's gone, you come up and you queue again.
Yeah.
So,
it's a terrible system because realistically, especially for the likes of cocktails that take a long time to make sometimes, what's the difference if you're making a pina colada than making 2 pina coladas?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? It's just as quick to make 2 as it is to make 1. Whereas I'm going to be taking up more space in the queue and more of the bartender's time by coming up and down, ordering the same drink. So then we decided just to have dinner at the buffet. The buffet was busy. We did go quite early, but the buffet was quite busy. But again, we headed right to the back of the ship.
And that's definitely a tip on this ship. Go to the back. The food just seems to get replicated. Well, apart from the pizza's only at the front.
Yeah.
But even for breakfast as well, go to the back and you'll have a much easier time.
Yeah. So definitely top tip is to go to the back of the buffet. There's plenty of seats back there, and you'll get sort of paced to eat your dinner without people nearly like coming around your tables trying to get past and all. So after dinner we came back and got changed, and then we went to the theatre show. Tonight's theatre was a bit of a taster, kind of as to what may come on the cruise or the kind of entertainment that.
What's it called?
The show was called Wake Me Up. And it was just really a collection of pop, rock songs and things like that, sort of mixed together, just singing and dancing.
Yeah, they had like Proud Mary. They had Wake Me Up by isn't that Wham? So they never really make sense, but the vocalists on that first show were quite good.
Yeah, they were really good. Yeah. And the people we were with all seemed to enjoy it, which was great. And for us, like I say, part of our enjoyment is actually seeing what our friends actually think about cruising.
So after the show, we made our way out to the Galleria Virtuosa, where the Abba party was being held. Have a look here now.
Yeah, so it starts off with a big countdown. Everybody seemed to be in great spirits. The whole place was jumping. There was no room to sit anywhere. Everybody was just on their feet dancing. One of the highlights for me was actually the cruise director. They have a group of entertainment staff and dancers that have like different dance routines, and there's some of them up on podiums, and there's some of them up on like a bridge area where the DJ's playing. And the cruise director, he did not stop for that solid hour. He knew every single move. He was
well, he was sort of doing a two-step copy of what the other dancers were doing.
but he didn't stop. It was great. He was great.
It was sort of funny the way they're up there and like nearly commanding the party goers to have a good time.
Yeah, they really did. Like they had everybody going. Nobody really stopped for that hour at all. But it was a lot of fun. But it was really hot. It was really hot out there. So afterwards, we were literally so warm and thirsty from all the dancing, and we decided to make our way out to the pool area just to cool down, and we had a couple of drinks outside before then heading the buffet for late night snacks.
If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up down below and click subscribe and ring that bell to be notified the next time we post another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.